Welcome to CryptoBytes, the podcast where we find today's news and information and break it down into bite-sized chunks. I'm your host, Rob. I am flying solo today. My co-pilot, Rick, is off. Happy holidays, everybody. Today, we will be talking about crypto bailouts. They happen? Are they going to happen? Are they in the pipeline? It's kind of hard not to notice the price of Bitcoin over this past weekend. It got to as low as in maybe the mid 17,000s before going back up to where it is now. I think it's in the 20Ks. So it's a pretty good buying opportunity. One of the best ways to buy Bitcoin is to go to the link above, swanbitcoin.com/AGC. Get $10 of free Bitcoin when you sign up and start stacking. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications for when we go live. Guys, we are also on Rumble. So if you're watching us on Rumble, hit the subscribe button. Give us a Rumble, a thumbs up on Rumble. So yeah, let's get into the articles we have lined up for you today. So over the weekend, Solana. Well, there's a protocol on Solana called Solend. They voted to take control over the largest whale's accounts. So they were worried that this whale was going to get liquidated, and it was going to cause contagion and more downward pressure for the Solana community. So I think they did a knee-jerk reaction. This protocol, through democracy, voted to take over this whale's account. But if you take a look at the voting power, all the voting power, I think 98% of it is in hands of one account. So it's not decentralized. Solana is VC backed. They can turn off the chain at will, and it does happen often when the blocks can't keep up with the network. They shut it down, and they have to go through a Discord server and coordinate with all the node operators. So this does not build confidence in Solana or on their lending protocols. But we're going to see these lending protocols, there's a common theme. They're shaky, and it's questionable what people are doing on it. So let's move on to the next tweet we have here by Mancy P. DeFi is an incestuous network of systems relying intimately on each other. Wow, that's a spicy tweet right there. I tend to agree with this, and we're going to find out in this Bloomberg article. So basically, this Bloomberg article, it is titled "The Token at the Center of the Crypto Storm Becomes Arbitrage Target." So they're talking about staked ETH. One of the I guess more popular plays within the DeFi space is to take your token, whatever it would be, deposit it on a platform, borrow against it, use that loan to buy more crypto, and then stake that crypto back on either that same platform or another platform, pick out another loan, rinse and repeat until you're leveraged up like 100,000x. You're at the top of the bull market, feeling like a crypto millionaire. You have your Lambos in your head, and all of a sudden we're in a bear market and you're getting margin call. That's pretty much the state of the crypto environment now. It's what's causing these liquidation events. So this article goes on to say, there's a pretty good chart here where people will take ETH and they would deposit it on Lido, they would take convert it to stake ETH, and then put it on an exchange like Aave, and borrow against it, borrow ETH. And then that borrowed ETH, they would just stake it and get staked ETH, and then put it back on Aave, and then borrow against their staked ETH to get ETH, and then rinse and repeat. The only downside, the downside is it sounds like a Ponzi scheme first off, but also when you're in a bear market and you're getting liquidated margin calls, this whole scheme cannot be undone because once you stake ETH, it doesn't become unstaked until ETH 2.0 comes online. And ETH 2.0, people say it's pretty soon, but I don't have any faith in ETH 2.0 at this time. I think they tried to bring it online not too long ago, and they missed 30% of their blocks. So there's still a lot of work to be done. I don't expect it to be coming online this year. Um, but if you're faithful and people, I guess, they have faith in ETH, they were doing this scheme right here where they would take ETH, deposit it, put it in, convert it to staked ETH, and then put it on a lending network like Aave and borrow it against it. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. The Jenga tower scene where the guy's all like A B C credit knocks it all over. I mean, this is basically what it is. It's a Jenga, and people when they deposit ETH and take it offline, or not take it offline, but borrow against it, there's going to be a run on the bank, and we've seen protocols like Celsius stop stop people withdrawing because they don't have liquidity. They themselves would deposit your token on networks like Aave, probably taking out loans, just like in the Bloomberg article, and until when they get liquidated, they don't have the funds there to pay everyone out. And there could be a chance, and this is a rumor right now on Twitter, that FTX has been bailing out these platforms like Three Arrow Capital and Celsius. Fucking Sam, he goes onto Twitter and he says that he feels somewhat responsible for the events that happened over the weekend, and that to stem the contagion, they might help out these platforms. If you take a look at the history of the United States and U.S. banking, you kind of see a similar event happening in the early 1900s. J.P. Morgan, he bailed out a lot of banks, which means he now controls those banks, and it just increases as well. So could Sam be the J.P. Morgan of our time, bailing out these crypto lending protocols like Celsius and Three Arrow Capital, and eventually controlling those networks? I mean, it's possible, I guess. He's a rich enough person to do it. But if you think we're at the bottom of the market, something that is going to be rolling out pretty soon, Bitcoin Magazine, they announced that ProShares will release an ETF allowing investors to short Bitcoin. So if you think we're at the bottom of the market, well, now we have institutional traders shorting Bitcoin through the ETF. So I don't think we're out of the woods yet. I think we're just getting started on, I guess, this crypto winter. And it's a pretty cold winter so far. A lot of people have got wrecked, but there's still more people to get wrecked. And having an ETF where you're able to short it, and you're able to, these hedge funds are able to get a Bitcoin position to the downside. Over the weekend, along with these crypto bailouts, we did get news that Celsius liquidation point is now like $13,000, and Michael Saylor's position is probably in the low 6,000s. So it might be a good target to reach out for. But I don't think we're going to get any lower. And I dollar cost average with Bitcoin, and one of the best places to dollar cost average is Swamp Bitcoin. And if you're looking for free $10 of Bitcoin, use the link above, swampbitcoin.com/AGC. Sign up, start stacking, get $10 of free Bitcoin. It's really inexpensive. You can do a comparison yourself. If you want to buy $20 of Bitcoin on Swan, check out what the fees would be if you would buy that same $20. If you use that same $20 on a place like hold on, let me hear. A place like Coinbase, right? They got like 5% fees, and the fees are not added on top of your $20 or taken from your $20. You're actually getting less Bitcoin and getting hit with more fees. Guys, take your coins off of the exchanges. When there's a bank run, if you don't control your keys, you're not controlling any of your crypto. It's locked up. You might see a number on your profile for like Celsius, but those coins aren't there. They're gone. They're probably panicking on the back end, trying to find out a way to get your money back, but it might not happen. So the safest way is to just take possession of it, and probably don't use leveraged positions on the platforms like Celsius or these risky high high or low probability trades with these leverage positions. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching us right now on YouTube or even on Rumble, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, ring the bell for notifications when we go live. And we are a stake pool operator. You can check us out on Cardano, any of your wallets, AGC, our host crypto stake pool. Check us out, delegate. Thank you very much. And with that, that's your CryptoByte.